Big show, Ando.
That was a big show,
mate. That was a big show.
That was a big show. Fantastic.
It was, mate.
Oh, it's lovely to be back too.
Yeah, we caught up with Craig Warman, of course, the president of the Southern Footy League. He's not very happy today. They got beaten on the weekend, so he's grumpy. He's gone home.
Now, I've got to say one thing before you go any further. I reckon you've said 4,000 words so far this program, and you haven't mentioned Port Power once.
Power?
Yeah. I can't believe it.
Ports? No. We don't have to mention them, mate. They're top of the Wazza.
You're playing that game now.
Oh, they're top of the Wazza. Why would you mention them?
All right, I just thought I was very surprised that you haven't brought them up. Of course, sitting beautifully at the equal top of the AFL table.
They are, mate.
You're playing it a bit low key, Barry. It's not like you at all.
No, low key, mate.
Yeah.
People know where we are.
Different strategy, which is not a bad thing anyway. I reckon. I like it.
You know the strategy, mate. You know the strategy. We caught up with a few people. It's been a great show. Got to talk about a little bit about. I want to just pose the question here, mate. I don't know whether you're a big golf fan, but. The announcement during the week that Live Golf and the PGA have now merged.
Yeah, they've merged.
Now, this is all
That's a curveball. I mean,
it all sounds fantastic, but there's a lot of anger. Because you've got to remember that players like Rory McIlroy, Hideki Matsuyama, Tiger Woods, we're talking about these guys being offered $400 million.
Yeah, and outspoken about too, by the way. They were outspoken about it.
In Tiger's case, $800 million. Yeah. Hideki and whatever, Rory, and other players who knocked this money back. Now there's a merge, so the players that did go and got the money, got the money.
Yeah, they got the money.
They got the money. Yeah, they got the money. Now they're coming back, and now there's a few players on the PGA Tour saying, well, no. Do they walk straight back in? I don't think so. So there's a bit of anger. Yeah. A lot of anger. Now,
but they've joined so they can. I mean, I can understand the anger.
They can.
But it's one and the same now, so it's quite amazing.
Well, you said curveball earlier. The announcement made by Jay Monahan when Live Golf first started that it's dirty money, it's Saudi money, it's something we won't accept, and we will never bow to any of that. Now, bang, all of a sudden, he comes out and goes, oh, we're going to merge with them now. So what's happened there is, quite clearly, it's the litigation from Live against the PGA Tour. So the PGA Tour has gone, well, hang on, we can't afford that. So, mate, there's a lot more to play out in this.
I mean, it's interesting about contracts as well. I mean, with Liv, you might have signed a 5-year contract, and now they're both joined. Is that contract torn up, or you've got to warrant and pay the full amount out? Yeah. Well, there's going to be it's going to open up a Pandora's box. There's no question.
Mate, there's more to play out in this. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's just a merger, and everyone's going to be happy now. Does it affect our tournament here in Adelaide, which was unbelievable? Wow. The best Live one so far, according to Liv.
Fantastic.
By a million miles, by the way. The best Live golf
We've got it for
event.
another 3 years.
I think we've got another 3 years.
Yeah.
But, do we?
Yeah, do we? That's right.
Now you've got
contracts will change because it's a merger.
Well, it's a story we're going to keep our eye on, and we'll get a couple of experts in to fill us in a little bit more on this, because it's not just a simple fact of a merger happening. There's lots and lots to play out before this all happens, because there's a lot of animosity between players.
Of course there would be.
You know, and I would feel really aggrieved if my boss...
Rory was really outspoken on the TV. Rory,
he's just dropped $800 million. I mean, I know he probably doesn't need the money.
Yeah, wow.
But he knocked that back to stay loyal to the PGA Tour. Yeah. And now the PGA Tour has merged with Liv. Yeah. So he misses out on that money.
On another unbelievable note, Neil Danaher and
brilliant, mate.
NND,
outstanding,
absolutely fantastic again. Yeah. And I know a lot was happening all around ovals, all around Australia.
Me.
I was down at Alberton, half time, got the bucket of ice. The ratio was very average with the ratio of the ice and the water. They left a lot of the water out, and they just had it all ice. I felt like I thought it was a nice berg rather than nice cubes. Yeah. I look, the dollars are raised, and we know how important that is.
Very important.
Very important. Just for research, and I think in generations to come, what Neil Danaher has done is unbelievable, and I can't thank him enough. Fantastic.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us today, mate.
I loved it.
Great to see you back in the studio.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we might get you back in next week. Keep Phil away.
I don't trust him.
That's all we got time for, folks. We've run out of time, but great program. We really, really appreciate you sticking with us. And I hope to see you all again next week on the SA Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in.